Hello, and welcome back to World of Nightmares. This season, we're exploring the islands of the dead, and today we venture to the shores of Italy. They say 160,000 souls perished on this forsaken patch of land, burned, buried, and left to haunt the island forever. This is the story of Poveglia, the Plague Island. Just a short boat ride from the glittering canals of Venice lies a place where the waves whisper of unimaginable suffering. During the devastating reign of the bubonic plague, Poveglia was transformed into a quarantine station, a one-way destination for the sick and dying. Ships suspected of carrying the Black Death were forced to anchor here, their passengers and crew abandoned to their fate. As the plague tightened its grip on Europe, Venice began shipping its infected citizens to Poveglia en masse. The healthy, the sick, the dying, it didn't matter. If you showed even a single symptom, you were exiled. Imagine being torn from your family, ferried across the dark lagoon, and left on an island that was more of a mass grave than a sanctuary. The ground itself is said to be composed of 50% human ash and bone. The figures who presided over this island of misery were the plague doctors. You've seen the images, the long dark robes and the terrifying bird-like masks. The beaks of these masks were filled with herbs and spices, a futile attempt to ward off the miasma, the bad air they believed carried the disease. Their treatments were often as cruel as the plague itself, involving lancing buboes and bloodletting, procedures that offered little hope and only intensified the suffering. The island became a laboratory of pain. Years later, in the 1920s, a mental hospital was built upon the haunted soil of Poveglia. But the island's dark history seemed to seep into the very walls of the new institution. Patients reported seeing the ghostly apparitions of plague victims, their tormented spirits still wandering the grounds. They complained of hearing constant whispers and agonizing screams echoing through the corridors. The staff dismissed these as symptoms of their madness. But then, the head doctor began his own twisted experiments, seeking fame by performing lobotomies and other horrific procedures on his captive patients. The legends say the ghosts of the plague victims drove him mad, leading him to climb the hospital's bell tower. From there, he threw himself to the ground below. A nurse who witnessed the fall claimed that as he lay dying, a misty fog rose from the ground and enveloped his body, choking the last breath from him. After the hospital was finally abandoned, a chilling silence fell over Poveglia. But the residents of the nearby Venetian islands claim the story isn't over. On stormy nights, they say the old bell in the tower still rings on its own, its ghostly toll carried across the water. Fishermen refuse to cast their nets anywhere near the island. They swear that something unseen, something strong and cold, still drags their nets down from below, as if the countless dead are trying to pull them into the depths. If this story gave you goosebumps, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more spine-tingling tales from the darkest corners of the world. Thank you for watching.